What's going on, y'all? 6:35 p.m. July 6th, Monday. Yeah, bro, you see a girl like on Instagram or this, and she's doing, and you guys are doing this, and you're in her comment section, you're trying to do this, and she sent you photos. I'm gonna tell you the truth, y'all. It ain't really no truth. They're posing, so them trying to do this for attention. I'm gonna tell you what the truth is, bro. I don't know if it's for attention. I think they're just doing it for the fun of it, or they doing it for the highest person that's willing to do it. Like, trust me, if you're not a guy or that guy, no check marks, they're not gonna respond to you. And no, it's like, I get it. It's like, why would you send weird pics to me? Yes, I advertise myself a certain way. Yes, I'm a little revealing, but why would you do that to me? This is the internet. She's like that in her mind. In her mind, she thinks she's just dressing okay, she's dressing good, or, you know, dressing all right. So she shouldn't do it. He's like, why are they objectifying me? She thinks because she's like dressing pictures. It's not like you want her to dress like a fucking... Damn, these cars, bro. Making so much noise. Damn, these cars making noise. It's not like you want her to dress like a nun. You know what I'm saying? But, damn, these cars, it's messing me up. Yeah, bro. A lot of those girls, bro, that you see, they're just, man, they're just looking for somebody to help their lifestyle. They're just trying to figure it out, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? They're just opportunists, that you could say. They're trying to make a way. Because you see the same girls are with this person or that. They're trying to make money and do that. Or, of course, trying to make money. They're just trying to make a way. They live in survival mode, man. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to do that. But it's too scarce when you do that, because you're all doing the same thing. You're doing this. You know, a lot of those girls too, bro, they live in survival mode. They do, bro. It's a bad lifestyle. Yeah, you see them living good lifestyle, traveling, but it's like, why they gotta keep doing this and posing and doing that? That kind of gets annoying after a while. You already know in this life, there's peaks and there's dips. There's peaks when things go high, and there's dips where things go down. You don't think she goes through that too? Just because she's pretty or this or that? Or sometimes whatever is serving her, or whatever when she's getting served is not there. She's gonna go through it. So a lot of them, bro, you know, they just try to figure it out. It's not like they want to do it in the first place. That's what they want. I'm not saying they're just trying to use and be about money, but that's just what they're trying to do. Because nobody wants to work a 9-to-5 job. You know? Nobody. I don't. I did it, and I felt humiliated. I'm like, damn, I really work at this KFC place. I'm like, I just felt like my self-esteem. I could be doing more things with my life. They don't even respect you at places. Like, even the workers don't even respect you. It's so toxic because it's so low. Like, why would you want to work in a job? Like, it's not respecting. So, what, you think she wants to work at a job? In your goddamn mind, you think she wants to do that? No! So she gonna take the safe route. I don't want to say safe route, other route, and she's gonna try to look pretty and see where it takes her. I'm not saying some guy's gonna just necessarily scoop her up, you know, and save her. That guy would have to have millions of dollars. Who do you know that's a millionaire like that? Probably rarely. You probably rarely see a millionaire. You probably could go down to your hometown and probably like see a millionaire, but they're probably like very disclosed about them being a millionaire. So you're not gonna really know like that. And they're probably not even on the internet. And they're probably very old, you know? So you won't really see them like that. So she thinks that she gonna attract this right person that's gonna help her this, but Lord to behold, a lot of people on the internet are just posing and they're fake and they don't have it. You know? It's like, why do you gotta keep going to place? Why do you gotta keep hanging out with this person, this person? Like, I already expect you to have it figured out. You know? Like, some girls are able to figure it out, like Sophia Rain, but that's rare. That is rare. That is like, she is exceptional, bro. Like, what she, you're not gonna, it just won't go, because you're competing. You know? Making it in life is difficult, man. So y'all see these girls doing that, it's probably like over-exaggerated, or it's just not what it is. Because it's too much. Too much competition, too much dish. So you see a lot of these girls are just like, how these girls are this, or like, they're just trying to find their way, bruh. That is what they do. They're just trying to find their way and survive. And sometimes it works because they know how to position themselves. They know how to act right. They know how to take the best pose. You know? They're just good with this social media stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're very good at it. They know how to take the pose. I'm like, how do you take the same exact picture? Like, how do you angle it? Like, they know how to do it. You know? They know how to do that stuff. They know how to smile the right way, move their arms the right way, do this the right way. They know how to do it. It's almost like a game. And the guys that's in their comment section or in DMs, they know that those guys are sorry ass people. So they just ignore them, or it's just too much. You know, if you got that chat mark, you got that, they know you have something going on. You could kind of help them. You have this advantage. So it could be an opportunity for them. You know what I'm saying? So more than likely, they will feel the need to, like, respond. Let me respond to this guy. Okay. He's willing to put this much and invest this much into me. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. Cause I talked to one of them, right? You know, it's hard getting to respond because this is so much. It is so much DMs and stuff. It's hard to reach out to girls like that. And they're more likely not gonna respond to your ugly ass and my ugly ass. You know, so one had coincidentally came across my page, you know, TikTok or whatever the case is. I don't know how it didn't make sense. I think because I posted so much on there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like TikTok. It's so easy to upload on there. YouTube, it takes so much time. And Instagram, they be being weird too. But I guess he came across and found me on my feed. And yeah, and then I said what's up, and then she said what's up, and blah blah blah, and she was a real account. And I'm like, girl, like, you know, I saw your regular Instagram page, right? It's like, bro, you got almost 300,000 followers. How the hell was you struggling? It doesn't make any sense. Like, you should be, you know, living life, you know? You should be doing that. You should be doing things. I mean, you are traveling, but these are highlights. These are just moments. These are not every day. It's like they live in survival mode, man. It's like, why do you want to live your life like that? Hoping to get a ping. I got money. Ping. Loser 561-270-380. Send me some money. They live in survival mode, man. And they probably spend a lot of money too. They spent so much money too. Above their means or something. They live in survival mode. Because I'm like, you have all these followers and all these people liking your posts. How the fuck is you still live in survival mode? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand. You're asking me for $10, $5. I don't fucking have it for whatever reason. It's like, how? Like, how? How the fuck, freak, guidelines, you don't even have 10 on you? It's just insane. It's just crazy, guys. This is very sad. I'm not gonna sit here in my life and try to wait until someone gives me this and do that. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make an opportunity. And eventually I will track that because I'm able to become a solution to a problem. Now I'm a problem solver. And I can make that a business. They don't have that mindset, so they just like, oh, let me try to get this, let me try to do that. No, you have to figure it out. But they live in survival mode, they don't even realize that. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to see which person DMs me, which rapper does this, which party or this happened. So that's just how they live. You know? It's crazy, man. It's literally insane. It's literally crazy. I'm not surprised that she responded to me or texted me because those girls are desperate, man. They're very desperate. They live in survival mode. As a man, we live in survival mode too, but it's a different like mindset about it. Like, you know, we gonna figure it out. We're not gonna stress ourselves out. We gonna be like, you know what, let's figure it out. If not, we just gonna accept our situation and just accept it. You know, we're gonna be probably on the streets. Her, she's gonna panic. She's gonna work this job. She gonna do this. When you go to the fast food places, who do you see working there? Predominantly, a lot of these like women, they be working there. Everywhere, you can't even avoid them. And a lot of them have attitudes too because they don't want to be there in the fucking first place. Because working a 9-to-5 job is the most humiliating, self-degrading, disrespecting position to be in. I feel like shit. You know, so I don't want to be in that position myself. And you do the work right, and you get disrespected because it's just not a good position to be in. It does not feel good. It's just trash. It's just, you can't do anything. You're limited. You're working for $200 every fucking 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, like that's like a slave. Like, who wants to do that? $200 every 2 weeks. You can wipe your ASS with that. You can throw it on the road and it would just disappear. You wouldn't find one bill. It's nothing. If you have $1 million, it's gonna be all over the place, right? So who wants to be in this position? You know, who wants to? I don't. I don't want to be in this position. I don't want to, bro. But yeah. So she is living in survival mode. She is. You know? But yeah. Adios.